Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Stepan Hovnanian, and welcome to this week's Google Plus Business Spotlight show, where we bring in real businesses, real business owners to talk about how they're using Google Plus themselves, and hopefully give you some ideas you can take away and use with your business. So before I introduce our guest for today, first off, I want to give a shout out to Ben Fisher from Steady Demand, my amazing co-host. Say hi, Ben.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Fist bump.
There we go. And just want to remind everybody to go check out the Google Plus for Small Business community here on Google Plus. It's a great place to be able to ask questions. It's primarily geared towards business owners, not like tips or how-tos or anything like that. It's how do I get the most out of this platform? And I think without further ado, that's a great segue into introducing our guest. So this week, I want to welcome Dr. Isaac Porter, who is an ophthalmologist, right? Yeah,
Yes.
ophthalmologist, eye doctor. There we go. Over in Raleigh, North Carolina, and he is. You know what? I'm just going to let you hop on in and tell us all about yourself. So, Dr. Porter, take it away.
Okay. Big thanks to Stefan and Ben for inviting me to the show here today. Um, I'm here in Raleigh, North Carolina, an ophthalmologist, so eye surgeon, and eye doctor. That's the easy way to put it. And basically here we specialize in LASIK, cataract, and cornea surgery, but then also we do everything for general eye care as well. So I've been here in North Carolina almost 10 years now, but originally from Kentucky. And it was in 2011 that I bought this practice that I'm in now from my partner, who's Dr. Frank Lowry. And he's older, and at some point he'll retire. But he was working by himself before, so I may be on my own down the road. And then just been trying to promote, grow my business the best I can here. Always looking for new patients in the area.
Great. So tell us a little bit about how you're using Google Plus for whether it's personal or the practice itself, because I know you guys have a business page as well. So whether you want to get into how you juggle the two, or just talk about how you're using it as a as a professional, especially in your field, because I think it's a really interesting story. I mean, it's a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Fortunately, I was on Google Plus pretty early on in 2012, and here in Raleigh area, in the Triangle, there is a lot of tech and internet meetups, internet marketing stuff going on. And so we were real fortunate to have Google come down and kind of do an introduction to promote Google Plus right in the beginning. And even in that time, some of these great local guys who've given me a lot of advice, like Jesse Wadillo and Mark Traphagen, both presented there and said what they were doing on it, and had a chance to meet both of them and talk with them, and then get a lot of advice even since then. And so then got started with my personal profile as well as the business. And basically, I'm the only one posting or doing anything on both. We are just a small local business here with me, my partner, Dr. Lowry, and then 16 members. So between us, most all the postings from myself, and then usually I will use the business page, kind of focusing on promoting the videos that I produce to give information for our patients and for others about different eye problems, and then also sharing about different notable things, eye developments or tech developments related to eyes. And then I probably use my personal profile more. And there, in addition to sharing a lot of the same things, then we'll put a few things on the personal side too, just because we're all regular people at the end of the day. And I really enjoy scuba diving, underwater photography. Complete amateur at the photography, but me and my wife both like taking pictures when we're diving. So I've shared a few of those. I always mean to go back through my archives and pick out a few more to post up, because I do enjoy that. But Mostly for the business part, I think one of the main things is just being able to share information. Because of all the experience that I have for all the different eye problems that we see, I've got a lot of knowledge just to share and spread the word, because when it comes down to the end of the day, a lot of people are searching for the eye problems they have, or looking on the internet for different things, and it's been a great way to kind of get the word out about a lot of those.
Wow, you just encapsulated the best strategy, in my opinion. I don't know about how you think too, Ben, but I mean, this is the best strategy for business pages. It's like subject matter authority. Take the 100 things that are your buyers are asking for, and forget all the gimmicks, forget all the little tricks and whatnot. Just say, hey, we know the answers. So if somebody's going to go search for them, you'll hopefully find us and build some trust, and want to come at the bare minimum. If you're not local, come check us out, or recommend us to somebody who who might be.
Yeah, what I really like about what you've said, Isaac, is that you'll take the videos, you'll post them to your brand page, and then if it's appropriate, you'll share it out on your personal profile as well. So you're kind of building up authority and relevance in both areas at the same time. What I would be super curious to know is as a local business, how has being active in Google Plus really affected your, what's the return on investment, I guess, is the question.
Okay, I would say, there have been a handful of patients, maybe I would say, less than 20, who actually did find us on Google Plus or YouTube, and then just happened to be in the area. And so for them,
awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome, actually.
Directly related to what they had. I had one guy, he was watching a video about Plaquenil. That's actually a drug a lot of times used for rheumatoid arthritis, different inflammatory disease, but basically they can get into trouble with their eyes, rarely, from the drug, so they have to have regular eye checks to make sure they're doing okay. And so this one patient who came to see us said, hey, I was watching the video, looked down at the bottom and saw you're in Raleigh, and so then made an appointment to come see me because he needed to get checked for taking the drug. But so there's definitely been a return that way, but I would say probably more importantly, and what we get out of it, it's hard to measure the dollar value of the return, but it's just building trust in our patients. And so when they see these social signals or the posts that we have or the videos where we're sharing information, if they're patients of ours already, then they can feel more comfortable that hopefully we know what we're talking about here, and we're going to take the best care of that we can. And then also, particularly for patients who are coming in for the first time, to check to see if they qualify for LASIK or other procedures, we will end up sending them out a video for the LASIK ones, saying this is what you can expect from your visit, and it's me doing the whole explanation to them and what we'll be looking for. So it really gives them a chance to see me and hear from me and get a little bit of feel for my personality before they even step foot in the office. And we've got a good response from that. And that's really all about building trust there.
Wow. I like guests like you. We could just shut up and let you talk. I mean, everybody's getting so much great info right here. This is gold.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you one thing. It's interesting you said, take your 100 top things. We started filming the videos even before we were on Google+, but we're on number 84 now. We're trying to do one every week or two, but basically what really got us started on that was, I'm sure you guys both know Gary Vaynerchuk, but with his book, Crush It, it really talked about blogging or vlogging or posting regularly about the things you know, and then getting that out there to share with the different people to help build your personal brand. So we just started with the basics, and we'll build on the topics based off questions from others. And a lot of these on YouTube, the comment discussion below the videos has been probably just as valuable as the videos, where people say, "Hey, I have the same problem. You know, what do you think about this?" Things like that. Have to be a little bit careful about giving direct medical advice, but speaking in general terms is the way that I think is the most appropriate for that.
Yeah. Plus, you can always say at some point, you can say, "All right, here's the line. We're going to cross it. So you know what? Why don't you go talk to your doctor about it directly instead of."
Oh, and I say that a lot, you know, because if it sounds bad, you know, be like, you definitely have to go check with your eye doctor to see what's going on.
That's cool. We have a great question from Marilyn Moore. Thank you again. Marilyn's one of our moderators in the Google Plus for Small Business community. She's totally awesome. So let's bring it up here on the screen. And she asks, with a full-time ophthalmology practice, how much time do you spend on Google Plus daily, weekly? Same question for content creation, which I guess would be, you know, your videos, and then also the things that you're finding that are more industry or topical related that you're going to share.
Yeah, for us, we're open Monday through Thursday, and so during the day, I'm usually booked busy with patients. At lunchtime, like we are now, is a great time for me to catch up on some paperwork here, but then I will go online and search a little, post a little there, and then a little bit after work, a little bit in the evenings. And then since we are Monday through Thursday, Fridays kind of catch-up day for me, so I'll have a better chance there to upload videos once we've got them filmed, and maybe have a chance to look for a little more newsworthy or noteworthy eye developments that are going on, and post on those. A lot of times we film at lunch on Thursdays for the videos, and we just try and do it one take straight through. If I mess up, then just try again, and aim for about three minutes, maybe 3.5, to try and keep it short, and then just post them up with no editing, and then add in the keywords, the tags, the links on YouTube, and then post them out social, Google+, Twitter, Facebook.
It's awesome. Sounds like you have a nice routine, sounds like, which is great. It's obviously a real important thing for everybody to have, you know, some type of routine and schedule as best you can. So you brought up an interesting thing, though. I'd love to talk more about, because we were chatting about this before we went live. You know, from I guess a discussion and collaboration point, we've talked marketing so far, but you know, you have the ability, as you know, being in medicine, to interact with people across the globe here using Google Plus and the Hangouts and things like that. Have you, I guess, just talk a little bit about that, because I know you've had some experience with it, and it's a pretty cool story, actually.
Yeah. One of the best ways that I've used the Hangout so far was with a patient. Her name is Claire Harrington, and she is actually a blogger in England, or had started blogging about her experience with an eye surgery for keratoconus that's called collagen cross-linking. And basically, that's a treatment that's not FDA approved here, but some people are doing it in experimental or study type situations, so they can. But since it's not widely available, and I'm not able to do it currently, I was able to interview her with a Hangout so she could share her experience, what she went through during the surgery, during her recovery, how she felt during the healing process, to really spread the word about this procedure, because the FDA, I think, is coming down to money and those type of issues, why it's not approved, because it's a great procedure. And for, I know you guys aren't on the medical side, but basically, just to understand, keratoconus is where the cornea, or that clear shield in the front of the eye, can progressively distort into a cone shape where it's supposed to be a nice dome. And so this can lead to bad vision, a lot of astigmatism. People may need to wear glasses, contact lenses, or in severe stages, they may need a corneal transplant.
Wow.
And so the thing is, with this new procedure, it can potentially avoid a corneal transplant in many people who have it. So being able to treat the eye disease earlier, at an earlier stage, and avoid some more serious surgery is going to be a great development. And so being able to interview her, spread the word, was a good way to get a lot more information out there. Keratoconus is about 1 in 2,000 people, so not rare, but not common either. And there's one thing I've interacted a lot with on Google+. There's keratoconus support groups and other people spreading awareness and promoting about it. So that's another reason that got me interested in this topic, because lots of people have it. They're looking for information, looking for solutions. So a couple of these on, and we can put the links at the end, but keratoconus GB and keratomania are both on Google+, and both really good at spreading the word about the disease.
That's really cool. So you've been able to connect with basically peers, from across the from across basically everywhere in the world, and been able to connect with these people and learn from each other and speak, collaborate. So it isn't necessarily a market, on the marketing side for your practice, but almost on the personal development and, just general networking, I guess. Is that safe to say?
Oh, exactly. No, definitely. And then also I'm a member of a couple eye doctor groups, and so there, if you find something that's interesting before other people may have seen it, I can share it there, or other people may share new things that are happening, so we can keep each other up to date, and could even ask questions or post up things. Hey, have you guys seen something quite like this? To look for some advice there on some rare or interesting cases.
Very cool. Are you using private communities for those types of things, or is it just out in the public?
Yeah, probably the one that is the most active is a private eye doctor community one. So they screen. I think the primary goal is just kind of keeping industry and ads out of it.
I gotcha. We got another great question from Mike Bays. I'm going to try and bring it up. Sometimes thanks, Ben, because sometimes my overlay gets wonky. And I will remind everybody, ask questions here on the event page, because we are doing a great job with time here. So we got plenty of time here to talk about Google+ and all this stuff. So here it is. Mike's question: how do reviews play into your Google+ strategy? Very important one, given the what do you call it? Sensitive, or the patient confidentiality nature of your business. It's not like you're a contractor or anything where anybody can leave a review. So do you encourage reviews? If so, how does that work?
Oh yeah, we love reviews. And if someone is going to want to leave us a review, Google is the #1 place that we ask them to give the review. And if you look on our business page, we have a handful, maybe 5 or 6. But always that's where we are trying to get them or steer people if they want to leave us one. And I tell you, we have tried different things, and I've heard people say you ask for 100 and you get 1, things like that. But our main strategy that we're trying to do now, and still not getting many reviews from it, is when we know that someone has been really happy and pleased with our service, I'll ask them to leave a review, and then also we'll have our team send them an email thanking them, and I'm asking if they would leave a review along with the link on it direct to the page where they could just click and leave the review. So
but do you remind them that they're going to be leaving the review as their Google+ page, like as a person? So just make sure that they're comfortable with that.
Yes. So they know it will be. I wonder though, if people don't have a Google+ profile, if that's a deterrent now, since it's linked so tightly to them not posting. But I think probably the #1 thing is just people taking the time to do it. I went to a great restaurant and had awesome service in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and I want to leave a review and haven't got around to it myself. So I mean, it's just the whole issue of, I think, getting someone to sit down and do it. Sending them the link right to their email hopefully makes it a little bit easier, but we're still always looking for ways better to do it. And then the other thing you asked about the patient confidentiality, from what I understand, and now even like North Carolina Medical Society and other state medical boards, medical societies are putting social media statements out there for policies. And a lot of these, when the patients post in public forum, there's really no presumption of confidentiality on there. But still along the same lines, you have to be careful when, or we do when we are posting, that we don't reveal any more about the patient's disease or anything beyond kind of what they put out there. And so, you know, we can thank them, but basically we leave them to reveal what they will.
Oh, that's good to know. And I guess for all of you watching, if you've ever been concerned about that, or you know, wonder where you would draw the line or how that all works, I know I picked something up. So,
oh, and of course, check your state medical society, because don't take my advice for this when it really comes down to it.
That's a good point. Always fact check. So let's see. We got a couple. We got about 5 minutes or so. And so I would again encourage everybody to leave some comments or questions. We have we've gotten some great points here from. Can't bring all of them. One of them is a little long, but John Ellis, thanks a lot for John. John was actually my guest last week from SEO Wise. It's a great point about the ROI, because he says I'm just going to read it again. It's a little long to bring up on the screen, but spot on about. He was talking to you, Ben. Spot on about where he asked about the ROI, because the response was great because it includes non-quantifiable information. That kind of return most businesses do not get, which is true. It's kind of a it's like, all right, well, does this equate to sales? And you know what? It's not. This is a lot of what we do on Google+. I'm spinning off, by the way, John. A lot of what we're doing here on Google+ relates to branding and networking. So and then that's kind of where he brought it back to. So yeah, it's branding, networking. How you're using the Hangouts is phenomenal, because it gives you a little bit of both of that. And also just to recap for those of you who joined us a little late, the video series that you're creating for new patients is just totally phenomenal. Got some kudos for that too as well here in the comments. I think just overall, wow, it sounds like you've got a lot of really. You know what I like about what you've told us so far is that there's a defined strategy. You're coming onto Google+ a couple times a day. You know what you're looking for. You know what you're going to do. Not going to get sucked into into the hole here, the rabbit hole. And it's
you can spend a lot of time on there. I know that.
Well, yeah. That's also something I was going to say is a lot of small businesses don't have time for social media, and you have single-handedly refined it basically into a nicely honed process. You do the videos, you make them authentic, you've got them at 3 to 3.5 minutes. If they don't work, so what? Put it up there. That's authenticity right there. Then you said you take your day off. That's when you do a little bit of posting, but you do a little bit of posting during the week, and it's not a huge time sink. And for all of that effort, you're basically, like you said, you've gotten about 20 new clients out of it that you can attribute directly to Google+. And also you're getting the whole branding and the trust that you're building with your clients. So all I can say is congrats.
Yeah, right. Do a little slow clap for Dr. Porter here.
Thanks, guys. Just trying to learn and trying to do the best we can here. The interesting thing is about all this stuff I'm sharing, if you look at it, my market is maybe 50 miles, maybe 100 if you push it for some specialty problems, but around Raleigh. So, everything I'm putting out there is going nationwide, worldwide. So, it's really extending the reach more than I need to, as far as, what pays the bills here is patients coming in the door. But I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy sharing the information out there. Just like this one video we made about corneal ulcers, so infections on people's eye from contact lenses. You really shouldn't sleep in your contact lenses, but lots of people do. And then when we made the video about it, you should see the comments down below the video. It's just like horror story after the other of someone who slept in their contact lenses say, oh, this happened to me, I got a terrible eye problem. And so hopefully, stuff like that, even beyond our reach, maybe we'll be helping somebody or helping them prevent getting into an eye problem.
But even locally, this is something you said in the beginning, which is I think we should totally bring back here. You're creating so much social proof, social signals. You're creating a ton of response that, yeah, it's not local. There aren't all customers, but if a new customer does walk in the door, then it's like, wow, this guy really knows what he's talking about. I have an instant comfort level with them. I can see them face to face with the videos, but even beyond that, I have such a comfort level and a level of trust that I'm more likely to be a loyal customer. I'm more likely to just want more out of you, which I think, I mean, yeah, and again, recommend you to people coming to Raleigh, that they might know elsewhere in the country or even worldwide.
Yeah, both of those are huge. Referrals, word of mouth is our number one source of new patients, and then also having return patients for us. They help keep us alive, both of them.
Great stuff. So I think at this point, I want to thank you, Dr. Porter. I want to thank everybody in the comments. Nicholas Gomez, great question, and or great suggestion actually. You said we use our Google Plus profile, our business email signatures for quotes. Good idea, great idea. I can one up you even. Send them to a page on your website that lays out your social strategy for each one of the networks you're active on, and let people connect with you everywhere, all from one link. Or if not, just send them to Google Plus. So I wanted to just sneak that one in, but just
nice.
To wrap up for today, again, thank you, Dr. Porter. You did a fantastic job. I hope everybody got a lot of information out of here. I did. Oh my God, I'm so stoked to watch you just grow even further, and even recommend people go check out your company page and also your profile just as a good example. And I wish you a ton of success because it looks like what you're doing is totally paying off.
Absolutely. Maybe we should have Dr. Porter come back next year and tell us how much he's grown.
That would be cool. We're only 8 shows in, people, and you know what? I do it every week. So I'm looking forward to a lot more opportunities to bring people back, bring different kinds of guests in, and talk about all these amazing stories so businesses can make the best use of Google Plus possible. So, just to recap, go check us out on the Google Plus for Small Business community. There's a link on the sidebar where you can catch all the information about this show as well, all the recaps, blog posts, Pinterest board. There's also some, I'd love feedback. We have a form for feedback, so I'd love feedback. And if you're interested in showcasing your business here, there's a form as well to fill out, and can hopefully get in touch. So I guess until next week, thank you guys very much, and we will see you in the event comments and talk a little bit more.
Yeah, thanks a bunch for having me, guys. Really appreciate it. It's only from people like you all that I've been able to learn all this stuff and try to do it on my own. I've got a lot of training on the medical side, but all of this is, new for me.
That's awesome,
You're doing a great job.
All right.
All right, guys. Have a great week, and we will see you next Google Plus Business Spotlight.